Good morning. How is your day going? It's Monday, January 3rd. Okay, so fear's becoming reality, okay? And I like fear, but like startling little things that you just hate, that you would never want to happen to you, that just end up happening to you. Maybe because you manifest them, like you think about them, and then God's like, oh, would you like this? Here you go. But the truth is no. Okay. So it was like a few months ago, early morning, sitting on the commode in the morning, just chilling, trying to open my eyes, start my day, and under the bathroom door runs a mouse, okay? Can't scream because you're like not awake yet and still not sure. Can't run to like catch it or do anything because your pants are like not on. Horrible. Okay, so since that happened, God, when did that happen? It's been like months, okay, since that happened. Like in the morning, like I used to be a person that operated in the dark. Like I didn't need the lights on. Now I have to have the lights on all the time. Big baby, okay. So yesterday, like, you know what? Sunday afternoon, it's nice and bright outside. I'm gonna clean my bedroom because I prefer to clean it when it's just nice and bright. And right now, when I get up and when I get home from work, it's just dark and cold. So, I mean, Peyton's down there helping me with my bedroom. We're dusting, moving stuff, you know, going through it. Not like the quick cleanup, like the big clean, right? This one is not something I manifested. I never saw this coming. So I have one of those Shark Rocket vacuum cleaners, and it's kind of like a stick vacuum with the motors on the top. I will insert picture here. Insert picture here. See how it's got that little canister thing? It doesn't really, doesn't stand up by itself, okay? So this, had I known this when I bought it, had I thought more about this, like this vacuum cleaner does not stand by itself. It's laying on the floor all the time. It irritates the shit out of me. I will not buy this model again. I'll buy another Shark, but not that. Which I might be getting one sooner than you think. Alright, so it's got this little dust cup. Like the flap just kind of opens and releases. And I'm one of those people, I clean the vacuum before I vacuum. I have a lot of hair. There's a lot of hair. Peyton's got a lot of hair. The pets have a lot of hair. Got a lot of hair. So I, you know, take the cover off the vacuum and make sure the bar, the beater bar and the roller and all the stuff is like clear before I start. So I've got this vacuum. I've got it upside down. I'm operating on it here. So it's detached from the cup portion there with the handle at the moment. That's sitting on the shelf in the kitchen. And I go to pick it up off the shelf of the kitchen, and it's like sticking to the shelf. And I'm like, well, that's weird. Why would the vacuum cleaner be sticking to the shelf? And I'm touching the bottom, and it's sticky. So I'm like, oh, that's really gross. So I didn't even think to empty the dust cup. Because usually I empty the dust cup when I put it away. But I clean the roller bar thing, the roller, before I start. It's just my thing. Whatever. So, the vacuum cleaner is sticky, and it looks like brown, like almost old Coca-Cola or something, like kind of crispy, crunchy, sticky. And I'm like, well, where is this coming from? Because it's just kind of like the outline of the vacuum, and sometimes Chad sleeps out there. Maybe I don't know why it's brown on the bottom and left a brown ring on the shelf. I'm not thinking. I'm sure you're not going to see this one coming either, okay? So, I plug the vacuum cleaner in. I turn it on. I get shocked, first off, like zapped. And I'm like, ooh, what the? And then this plume of fucking decomp fills my bedroom like death. the sweet smell of death. And if you've never smelled it, God bless you, you are lucky. Because once you have smelled that, you cannot unsmell that smell. Someone will be like, the smell of decomp, and your nose will just be like, yes, I smell it now. Blech. So then I look inside the little clear dust of my vacuum cleaner, and it is like throw up. Like this deep, rich brown dust color, and it's liquid. And I'm just like, oh my God, because we know that something has now crawled up inside the vacuum cleaner and died. And so I'm like freaking out. I'm holding on to it, wanted to drop it, but didn't want it to like bust open. So I take it and I go put it on the kitchen counter. I call Chad, and I'm like, he's like, well, I'm just gonna clean it. I'm like, no, just throw it away. I don't want the vacuum anymore. It's tainted. Throw it away. I don't want it. He's like, there's nothing dead in there. It's fine. So he takes it outside, does whatever, does not tell me what's in the vacuum. He still has not told me what was in the vacuum. Like, I kind of asked, like, was there bones? Was there hair? He's like, it was pretty unidentifiable. But when I put it away, I had like the crevice attachment on it, which is what? I mean, I wouldn't say that's like 1.5 inches tall by like a 1/2 inch wide tube going in to the canister. That's the only way in. So I'm thinking tiny mole, maybe, or baby mouse. I seriously cannot handle these rodents. This is bad. I have lived here, how long? 32 years? No, it was 92. No, 90. Like over 30 years. I've lived here over 30 years. Yeah, if not even 40. Like 32 years. Never, ever with the rodent thing. Like, I can't handle it. Where are they coming from? I can't deal. And now when I go in, because I can't tolerate the mice, right? So I have like electric traps everywhere. Like, I'm sure people come over, and if they look closely, they're like, oh my God, are they infested? No, I have nothing because they're all dead. But it's just ridiculous. Like, I pray, like when I walk in the door, I'm like, please don't let any lights be flashing. Please don't let any lights be flashing, because if the lights are flashing, that means the traps are full, and it's very Ghostbuster-esque. I think I've emptied 2 on my own, and you're like, what is it's just the little creepy crawly feet of the rodents. I cannot deal. And I know that it's dead in there in the trap, but I still have the hardest time picking it up. Like, the one day I had to empty one by myself because there was no one around. Like, all you have to do is pick it up, open the little flap, and dump it outside. It took me a good 25 minutes to do that. So yes, I had a dead something in the vacuum cleaner. And how long was the vacuum cleaner sitting there? I'm gonna say, don't judge now, 2 weeks. Because upstairs I have central vac, so I don't use the vacuum cleaner except for when I'm cleaning in the basement. And all of the mice and stuff I've caught so far have been in the basement, except for the one that I caught upstairs, which is why my mom thinks I'm crazy, because the one night we're sitting at the table, I'm like, a mouse just ran behind you. It's like, there's no mice up here. And then I was the only person who saw this flipping mouse for like 3 days, and everybody's like, you're crazy, there's no mice in here. I can hear them. I was up at 3:30 this morning because I could hear something. It didn't sound mouse-esque this morning, but I was still all creeped out from the vacuum cleaner incident last night that I'm like, do I hear him? Is there another one? Is there another one? And then Chad leaves for work. I'll say it's like 5:30, 6 o'clock. And then big icicles start falling off of our roof in the back and landing on the deck. Oh, like multiple heart attacks. I'm already creeped out by the mouse and like thinking about that and trying to listen to that noise, and then that happens. So, there's your first story from here. Happy Monday. I'll see you later.